Hey everybody, Tim Charron here. I teach singers, songwriters, and bands how to book great gigs and explode your music career. So we are right in at the end of the 3 video mini series on how to book your very first gig. So this is going from not playing any gigs to playing your first paid gig. So step number 1 was shoot a short performance video, clip it up or play a medley and throw it up on YouTube. Step number 2 was contact the venue and send them that video link. I went over exactly what to say and what not to say during that phone call. So step number 3 is follow up and lock down a date. This is pretty straightforward and simple. The only real tip that I have for this is, of course, you want to follow up, and you can do that in an email. My opinion is phone calls are 99% more powerful than anything. Well, I shouldn't say that. Going directly into the venue and speaking to someone face to face is the most powerful thing to do. But for practical purposes, let's go with the phone call. So you're going to make the follow-up phone call. And what I do, and this, of course, all of these things took me many, many years to refine and figure out and kind of have like a mini script of what I'm going to say, at least to start out with. So what I suggest doing is when you call, you introduce yourself. Hey, this is Tim Charron. I'm calling to follow up on my submission to perform at your venue, whatever the venue name is. And, because really, like, part of this is figuring out the psychology to not put people on the spot. You don't want to put people in an awkward position. You just don't want to call up and let them and make them have to either feel awkward or really like search for exactly what they should do or what you're. Basically, you don't want to call up and make that person feel like you're making them feel guilty or like feel like on the spot, basically, is what I'm saying. So when you say, I'm just calling to follow up on my submission to perform, and then put the ball in their court, but it's like an easy, nice little pop fly that they can catch. Super simple to address. And, depending on what they say, obviously, if they are like, okay, yeah, let's look at the schedule, then you just look at the schedule. You're gonna ask them, what times the sets are, and I would ask them what times the sets are and what kind of breaks you should take, and that makes you look very professional because you're concerned about not taking too long of a break or taking breaks when you shouldn't be taking breaks. So most of these gigs are 3 to 4 sets, 3 to 4 45-minute sets. And usually, you just take a break after every set, every 45-minute set, you take a break, blah, blah, blah. I think one of those sets are going to end up being an hour. Usually what I do, just a little extra tip, is if I'm playing a 3 45-minute set, I will play my first set the hour, so that the sets after that are just shorter. Sometimes I'll play a lot of times I do this. I'll play a 1-hour set, take a break, then play another 1-hour set, take a break, and then I end with a half-hour set. Just personal preference, but there you go. So step number 1 is to shoot your video, whether it's at home or even better at an open mic. Because the great thing about an open mic is the people watching it on your YouTube video, they don't know the difference. You're at a venue. There are people there. You can hear people in the, there's ambiance. It just looks like a paid gig. It doesn't look like an open mic. So when you send that to people, they're going to be like, oh, this person's already playing gigs. Boom. So they're much more apt to book you. Step number 2 is to contact the venue and send them your video, and make sure you keep that conversation very short and very sweet. And then you just follow up with a very short, very, very short email with the link to your live promo video that you put together in step 1. And then number 3 is to follow up and lock down a date. So what I'm doing now is I am doing a series of little just tips and tricks of things that you want to do for your first gigs, or things that you need to know, like how much to charge per gig, sound / PA, what you should use for a sound system, whether or not you should play covers, originals, and how much of a ratio between covers and originals, and your set list, how to put together a set list, and just different things like that, promotion, stuff like that you want to make sure that you have all together and all set to go when you finally get your first gig and all of your gigs after that. And it'll make you super comfortable, and it'll make the process of booking and playing gigs much easier. It should be easy. It should actually be fun. It should be like reaching out and speaking with people that are eventually going to be your friends, because you're going to be playing at their venues. And you're going to see them all the time, and you're going to be sharing your music with them and the crowd, and you're going to be getting paid. So let me know if you have any more. Drop a comment. Let me know if you have any more topics that you want me to go over, and subscribe. And of course, grab yourself the free guide. It's my gift to you on how to book gigs the easy way, and that is downloadable, and it's at howtobookgigs.com. See you in the next one.